Yeah, so in today's video, we got something special for you, an entirely new way of filming. You're not only going to see a white wall like this, but you're now going to be seeing the entire setup that I got going on, which is good because it makes my life much easier when filming, editing. So today we've got an engine build to do.
Makes my life easier in filming.
Right, it makes his life easier in filming, my life easier in editing. So that just makes everybody's life easier and me happier. So today we're going to work on the engine here. And the first thing that we need to do is finally do what I've been waiting to do forever, which is pull the flywheel and put on a new cam chain, because apparently you need to pull off a flywheel to put on a new cam chain. And we're actually going to do it a little bit sketchy, but if we didn't, this build would cost an extra $50 more. And I can't deal with that right now. So, this keeps on getting in there somehow, and I'm not sure how. This is the breather hoses, Guido. It's for the breather hoses, though. Today we are going to be putting the engine into the bike, so I'm very happy about that. You guys saw this, right? That piece of junk. And good grief. Even the intake valves were hitting that side. So Guido just learned out how editing is its own cutting. So now that my life got slightly harder and then back easier, sorry self, back when I'm editing in the future. So Rocky Mountain is the supplier, and that's where I get most of my parts. With the exception, notably, of Young. But this stuff is from Rocky Mountain. Who needs to sponsor me, by the way? I've got a few more $100 worth of parts to get from you. So Rocky Mountain, come on, I've already gotten enough. Anyways, we've got this brand new OEM cylinder. And I've been actually kind of nervous about getting a new OEM cylinder because this looks so new, and the bike looks, well, the rest of the engine. Whew. There might be a lot of Scotch-Brite in my future. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but that's interesting how we're gonna have to deal with that. Maybe I'll just rub a bunch of oil on it, rub it in the dirt, and then go bring it back. But I don't know. I think we'll keep it like this. But it kind of looks weird. Anyway, so we got our new cylinder. We got some hot cams, valve shims, and we've got our flywheel puller from Tusk. So we're good to go there. And we also got some radiators. Wherever they went, they're somewhere around here. They're in the box. The radiator's in the box.
Right over there.
Tusk radiator hoses, brand new radiators. Heck yeah. So I did this because, I don't know, I've already spent $2,500 on the bike. I'm about to spend another 2.1 more. Why not have nice radiators on there for the first ride? And now all of you are thinking, why did you spend $2,500 on a 254 stroke from 2009? And here's the answer. Number one, that frame is the best frame, in my opinion, for settling into corners. And two, I've always seen that frame as I grew up. That was the frame that Honda had, and I love that frame. So we've also got our box of gaskets, and we're going to need those later, but mainly for right now. How about a piston? So check this out. You're going to love this. OEM piston. brand new and no piston slap, which is really nice. I'm looking forward to not hearing the bike making an awful noise that I've been fretting about for some time now, and everybody was like, why are you fretting about it? And I'm like, it doesn't sound right. But anyways, we don't need that now, not now. I know what that is, I think this is the shifter spindle O-ring. These are the piston rings. What are these? This is for the shock. And then we've got more goodies here. We've got some gaskets, and I think that's everything engine related. We'll do that piece later. Actually, I want to double check to see if this is the right one. Let's check this out real quick. So this goes on there. Oh yeah, and that fits. So yeah, this is for that. So keep that in mind. Let's get to work on not the piston yet. You're probably all wondering why. And the answer is we need to pull a flywheel. This one in particular. So we're going to take off this nut. And note, there is a washer that goes on top of that nut. Okay? And now it's time to pull a flywheel. And I probably don't have a nut rounder anywhere. So that's a bummer. So in between that cut, Blake got a spam call. So yeah, there's that to look forward to. But anyway, we've got the best way to do dirt bike stuff, and that's with a pair of vice grips. Oh yeah, so I'm talking about right there. Flywheel is off. See, vice grips do things in this world. Crap, now I can't get that off. I know. I'm going places. Okay.
What do you think about races tonight?
Kind of disappointed that Roxon didn't win. I was hoping that he was going to sweep the rest of the entire series.
I'm mad because I put him at number one of my arm expansion.
Oh, hey, check that out. It's got a key in there. There's a little key right there. And if I line them up, okay. Okay. Now we're good. Flywheel is off. Cam chain is out. The reason I'm replacing this is because I'm scared of what this poor thing may have gone through. Because when I was buying this bike, I kind of had the idea that I was going to have to rebuild the entire thing, which I was willing to do. And the reason being is because I asked a very pointed question. I asked, when was the last time you did a top end on this bike? And the response, I'm not sure if this is a quote, but I remember it very well in my head. It was, a what? So I'm scared about this thing. So Young Powersports of Ogden has given a pretty good discount on this Hot Cams cam chain here that we'll be using in this build. So huge shout out to them and thank you very much. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, a new sticker for the welding helmet, of course. And it says they've got stage 1, stage 2 camshafts, shims, and cam chains. So from Hot Cams, but I think they're forgetting stage 3 and stage 1 and 2 gold. along with a lot of other things that they sell, but I guess that's their main lineup or something. But a brand new cam chain we shall have. It looks shiny. They always say don't drop these in the bottom end because it's a pain to get out, and now I understand. You have to have a flywheel puller. So let's pull this up. Here you might want to see how I'm doing this from the bottom end. You got to make sure that you're in complete contact with that because you really don't want to strip those. And then I'm just going to lean this over here like that. And now we can put on our brand new flywheel that we just took off, okay? Now y'all think I'm nuts. And if you do, you've pretty much got my personality dialed. Okay, now we can put this on. Okay. And now we find out what size that is. I believe it's a 17. No, definitely not. How about a 14? No. Maybe it is 17. Of course it is. Okay. 3/8 inch drive. Nope. 1/2 inch drive. Well, look, okay. The past week has been crazy. I'm stressing out way too much over this bike build. So, give me a break.
You have no idea the week I went through.
I got problems of my own with bikes. Okay, so the service manual, which is online, you just look up the service manual and they have it and it's free. So anybody with a 250R from 04 to 09, go ahead and get it because it's pretty good. Because I can find out torque specs. 64 Newton meters.
Woo, let's go.
Double mine. Okay, 64 Newton meters, baby.
Buy me Coke.
Uh,
Drink Coke now.
Watch the Newton meters, please.
20. And we got to about 40.
I need some safety glasses. What are we at?
50. 60. Almost. 60. 65. We are set.
Here's how I did it. This punch, straight through there. Nice and cheap. You could even use a smaller punch and put it through your wrist pin if you're scared of damaging things. But this works also. As long as you're not using an impact wrench or something, you'll be fine. So now we've got our flywheel back on. We've got our brand spanking new cam chain. And it is okay at this stage to drop it into the bottom end because it is. Okay. So right now we've got that thin gasket. So let's grab our thin gasket then. Well, I mean, we might as well pull this up on the service manual, right? There's that right here. And we'll just go down to, oh, okay, it should be 7. Nope. Cylinder, piston, 10. All the way down to 10. Should be like right there. Oop. 11. Nope. Okay, here we go. That's removal. Inspection. Oh, we already know that it's bad. Connecting rod inspection. Oh, it's fine. How do we know? Well, and that goes in there and there's no wiggling at all. So, okay. Piston ring installation. Apply engine oil to the piston rings and install the piston rings. Okay. Where's our new piston? Here it is. Nope, that's just the box. Here we go. Oh, that's where all the piston stuff went. Okay. So, I don't know. Do we really need engine oil or can I use assembly lube? It says engine oil. Heck, why not, right? I'm going to just pour it into the cap. Just a tad. Because we don't need a lot. See which pocket knife we're using. This one. Okay.
How many of those do you have?
I've got 4 on me. And yeah, also, Cooper Pence, he made this for me. So if you need a plier case and you're anywhere in Utah, comment in the video down below. I may be able to get you set up. Okay. So here are our rings. Okay. So we've got several. So do not damage the piston rings by spreading the ends too far. Be careful not to damage the piston during ring installation. Do not align the oil ring side rail gaps. And place the piston ring 180 degrees end apart. So, let me just double check that there's no ups or downs. And I do not believe that there are, right? Okay. So, might as well put on this side rail first. This is this big old fatty. Install the piston ring on the piston with marked side facing up. That's the note, okay? No marks on this side, but can you zoom in right there? It says a little RK as a marked side.
It is blurry.
Okay, well, there's an RK right there. All right. RK, okay. Get a little bit of this oil. We've been waiting a very long time for this moment, and today, as you can see, is a new day. That's a quote from another video, I think is episode 2. But we're going to put in the engine today, but before it runs, we've got some very special stuff here. I contacted Cerakote about the build and how much was wrong with this thing, how much the budget changed from the beginning to the end, and that I needed some Cerakote. And Cerakote provided. They gave me the 3 colors that we need for this project in the C Automotive series. Thank you so much. I cannot thank you enough. You guys have done the most for this build yet. Each one of these is the C series, which is automotive, which means no ovens required, which is budget friendly. All you need to do this is you need to sandblast your parts. You need to make sure that you get all the chemicals off of them. So bathe them in acetone for about 20 to 30 minutes, which we will do tomorrow actually. And then Cerakote with a 0.8 millimeter nozzle, high volume, low pressure, or HVLP in other words, spray gun, which you can find on Amazon. The one that I found was $22. And we just got to make sure that we Cerakote it the right way and the right parts, the right color. They also sent me a shirt. I would be wearing it right now, but it is like 20 degrees in this shop and I don't want to freeze at the moment. But we'll probably be wearing it tomorrow during the Cerakote process since we'll be in a warmer environment. So let's get the engine on here, and once we get on the engine, we're going to put on some new radiators, and I think we'll be able to hook up all the coolant hoses and actually mount the swing arm the right way, which is through the engine, which will require a little bit of grease that I got. So without further ado, this is the biggest part of the entire bike. Let's put it together. Dang it.